Hello, and I'm here interviewing Marcus, who's the owner of First Class Fitness. But rather than me explain what this facility is all about, I'll let you explain it.
Perfect. We need a translator for him talking that quick. So basically, First Class Fitness is a private personal training and group training facility. We've now, 1st of December, we've been open a year. So this time last year it was didn't look anything like this, that's for sure. So there's 7 of us who are working here at the moment, 6 trainers, 1 apprentice. Between the 7 of us, we have 100 one-to-one personal training clients, and then we've got about another 50 to 80 group training members on our books at the moment.
Yeah.
And, so it's more of a, I always like to see it, and I hope other people see it this way, but it's more of a coaching facility than a gym. So whereas a gym is based on numbers,
yeah.
So our little motto is, in this gym, you're a name, not a number.
I like that.
I might nick that. I'm going to town on it.
Yeah. So obviously you started as a personal trainer.
Yeah.
But give me a bit of a background about how you started personal training. So qualifications.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So at school and all through school, so primary, secondary, I'm a sports player. So I played every sport under the sun. You know, football, cricket, rugby, county. Always thought I was going to be a football player or a cricket player, like we all bloody do when we're that sort of age. And then as time went on, I sort of realised that actually I wasn't going to make it that far. So I went to university in Cardiff, studied sports coaching and performance. My aim then was to be a sports coach of some form, so maybe coaching a Premier League football team or a cricket team, rugby team, etc, etc. And actually the biggest story of me changing from sort of sport into health and fitness was I used to come back and play for Portland Football Club on weekends when I was at university, and I broke my wrist. Went to Amsterdam a couple of weeks later, had freshers the 2 weeks afterwards, put on about half a stone to a stone. It was the first time I'd ever thought, don't feel lean anymore, don't feel in shape.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I need to get myself in shape. And what do? You start running and go to the gym. So that was me transitioning from sport mindset to a health and fitness mindset. So I was like, right, I actually got to get myself in shape now, because I just naturally stayed in shape. Yeah. Like you do, playing sport when you're younger, you don't see it as anything else. You naturally get the calories in, calories out balance right without trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it was like, right, I've got to get this balance right again. I was put on half a stone to a stone. I'm in freshers, I'm single at university in Cardiff,
Yeah.
So started going to the gym, get myself fit, and then got into triathlon furthermore from that. So first and second year, all through university, I ended up competing in triathlon at university and done an Ironman when I was 20, and that got me into health and fitness. In my second and third year at university, I started thinking, actually I love this health and fitness thing. I'm not really interested so much in coaching sport anymore. So from that, what I'd done, I looked at my qualifications. So I'd done my gym instructor level 2 in my second year at university. In my year 3 at university, I'd done my personal training qualification. After university, moved back. I got first at university, I best get that in there. Then I moved back to university down here and then started setting up as personal trainer. So that's my background, that's the basic qualifications. Since then I've done a GP level 4 referral course, some additional add-ons. I've been to numerous business and health and fitness events like yourself, whether it's seminars, whether it's master classes, whatever it might be. So that's me. So, in a nutshell.
In terms of training, so you've trained hundreds of people, got some great results, I've seen it all, I stalk you on Instagram and everything, but what would you say was the biggest struggle? So you think your client comes to a door, but you probably see so many people, what would you say the main thing people struggle with?
Okay, can I say 2 things?
Could you say much more? Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 things for me is time. Okay, the average working week is meant to be 37.5 hours, but we all know that in the UK at the moment, everyone does more than that, or a lot of people. They do more than that, so they're overworked, which means stress is high.
Yeah.
Add home life on top, add personal issues on top, add social time on top. We're all left with a set amount of time, and it's how people use that final set amount of time they have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people don't always use it wisely and always feel like that time is rest time. They feel like those X amount of hours should be because I'm working so hard and all this is going on in my personal, my family life, my home life, etc. And I think it's how you use that time is so important. Yep. And unfortunately, I think people feel they're owed that time to go home after work and sit on the sofa.
And eat ice cream.
They're owed that time. And I think you know, as much as we all need that downtime, that rest time, we've got so many distractions to keep us at home now. Especially when it comes into autumn, winter, this time of year, people will go home from work, have a stressful day at work, they feel fatigued and tired, but that's just here. This isn't. But until this gets moving, they get somewhere and start doing something, they don't realise that actually it was just that was fatigue. The amount of people who walk in this door, one-to-one clients after work, had a hard day at work, they're like, oh, I'm a little bit tired today, Marcus, or I'm a little bit tired today, Harry, Misha, whatever trainer it is. And then 5-10 minutes later, they're like, I feel so much better now. Finish that session, they're on cloud 9, they're like, oh, I'm so happy I got it done tonight, because I wasn't feeling great, now I feel amazing. But it's because this is time, this isn't. So that's my biggest one straight away. My second one for me is probably education. And where I mean with that is, unfortunately, we like to put ourselves in groups. Or you know, we want to be in this group, we want to be in the keto group, the paleo group, the intermittent fasting group. And unfortunately, there's not enough people out there like yourself and myself educating, saying, well, you don't need to be in any of these groups. You need to do what works for you. That could be intermittent fasting. That could be this approach, that approach. But you need to understand your triggers, what works for you, how it can work for you if you've got a split shift, if you've got 9 to 5 routine, you work weekends, you've got kids. Getting that education of nutrition generally, of course training, but education of nutrition, then build your own diet. And that would be my biggest two, I think. Of course, there's so many, but from what I've learned over 7.5 years personal training with people, is definitely those two. We expect that, we think, me and you, a lot of the time that people know things, and then I tell them something, oh, I didn't know that, I'm going, how did you not know that? But then when people do learn, knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. True, So, you know, people know, oh, I shouldn't be eating this, or I shouldn't be eating this much of this, but they still do it. But then they claim they know it. So it's education in the right manner, not just knowing something. You've got to be able to apply it as well, of course.
So you mentioned about all the different diets. So my approach is always, you know, exactly the same. You know, diet suits different people, and you can't give someone just one diet. You know. But we know calories in, calories out, right?
Is the key player.
Why do you think people can't get results? So obviously you've said time, but you know, we always bang on about calories in versus calories out. How do you get your clients to kind of understand that process and manage them better? Do you get them to calorie track? What do you think your biggest tips?
Definitely. Okay, so I've worked with people and they've lost weight and not tracked their calories. I'm going to say that straight away because you know that's true. And I've worked with people who have tracked their calories and lose weight. I always see it as, when a client first starts with me, the first thing I get them to do in their first week is fill in a food diary. Whether it's on MyFitnessPal, and I log into their account, or they fill it in, you know, I send them a form and they fill it in, handwrite it, or do it on Word at home, whatever it might be, notes on their phone, as long as I get it. And I say at that point, I just want you to know that I eat ice cream, I eat pizza, I eat burgers. Fill it in, honestly, I want to know what generally you eat. I get them to do that, you know, we weigh week 1, Monday morning, whatever it might be. I say just eat how you normally do, and we're going to do our sessions this week. We then weigh a week later. And at that point I haven't asked them to track calories yet. Generally I haven't, usually 9 times out of 10. We weigh a week later. Let's say they've lost weight. I give them the form back to say eat the same again. Or MyFitnessPal, eat similar things again. Do you like what you're eating? Yes. Is that what you usually eat? Yes, eat the same again. Let's say they lose weight week 2. Let's keep going with it. And we keep running, and then I educate them as we go.
Good,
So if they then plateau, it's like, okay, well, probably it's because we've lost 6 pounds now. We now need to look at this and go, we need a little bit less input, i.e. food in, or we need to do a bit more, burn more calories, whether it's through NEAT, as in everyday activity, I'm sure Luke's explained that, or through more training. Generally we'll favour NEAT because we're probably doing enough training, right? And that's how I do it. Now, if someone doesn't lose weight in that first week or puts on weight, then I'm like, okay, you obviously at this point aren't that great as an intuitive eater at understanding when you're full and when you're not full, and we can go into the science of that, but we don't need to. And then I say, okay, well this week you're going to do the same, you're going to track the calories, because we're going to have to now, because otherwise we'll just, you know, we're in the dark room, blindfold on, trying to find the door.
I like that.
That's the way I see it. And that's my approach with one-to-one clients. And then we do that in our group programs as well.
So your form of like amount of calories per client.
Yeah.
Would you base that on the food diaries? Do you work out kind of averagely what they're eating each day?
Yeah.
Do you do like a calculator or what?
So we use a system of calculating how many calories they need. We're also very fortunate to have a fancy machine that does it for us.
Good.
The equation for us, so we can sort of work that out. So yeah, in terms of calorie equations, we use Benedict's the old formula and use that. But of course we are, with calories we need to use a formula, but we know everyone's different.
Yeah.
And that's really important to understand, that although formulas work, we have to always understand that there could be 10% either way of that.
Definitely, yeah.
And that's the thing, people get demotivated when they don't lose weight. But they might have got everything right, just the calculation is slightly off.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because we can just come slightly under that and eventually lose weight. So yeah, we use that calculation to work with calories. Then we'll take into account need levels, etc., etc. But one thing I don't like is MyFitnessPal in terms of the calculation side of things.
I agree with that one, yeah.
Because a lot of people come into after exercise, train twice today, so MyFitnessPal says I can have X amount more calories. And that suddenly sends a bad message to the individual that the more they do, the more they can eat.
So they think they can,
which is kind of true,
yeah,
but not, because MyFitnessPal often overestimates how much people are burning in an exercise session.
Yeah, someone can write down running, but really they've jogged a little bit, walked mostly, and they burn 600 calories, they go and stuff Haagen-Dazs down their throat. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. 500 calories of Haagen-Dazs and go, I'm still 100 under, when actually the running, they burn 350.
Yeah.
You do that every day of the week, suddenly you put on a pound. But in your head you were going into it thinking, definitely lost £3 here.
Yeah.
So there's all these things you have to understand. It's simple, but we need to understand it and be educated in it. Yeah.
So you've gone into the struggles.
Yeah.
What will be your biggest tips? So you've got the client comes in for the door.
Yeah.
They want to get in incredible shape. They've got 6 weeks to get in the best shape possible. What would be your recommendations? Whether it's gym, outside the gym.
Yeah.
What would you get your client in straight away?
Yeah. Well, good question. Good question. And what you have to remember is that I'm always thinking long term.
Yeah.
So although we're saying what can get you in the best shape in 6 weeks, I'm always thinking, well, yeah, we want to stay in shape as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've spoken about today already. But in 6 weeks, I'm straight away, what people, general everyday people think me and Luke are going to say is, train every day, once in the morning, once in the evening, cardio fasted, weights in the evening, that sort of thing. When for me, it's totally not. The first thing, there's three things, probably three things, main things I would look at. One is their needs, their non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, which I'm sure you would have talked through already many times. It's just your general daily activity. And we all go off this 10,000 steps rule, but I'm kind of not a believer in that. I think it depends on the individual again. So I would look at that straight away.
Yeah.
That would be, let's get it as high as possible.
A bit like a food diary, so you're asking them how much they actually do now.
How much they general activity now, where is it at now, how high can we get it, what time can we utilise? Oh, you sit down on your lunch break, not anymore.
Yeah.
You go for half an hour walk down. Okay, oh, you walk there, you park the car, okay, let's park the car further away, then you're going to walk in.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to get your general activity up. Oh, okay, you need to do the garden, right, every Saturday morning, you can do that now for an hour and use that time. So there's these different times in the week we can use to get their general activity up.
Yeah.
Because that way we're winning the numbers game and not actually causing too much stress on the body at this point straight away.
And not doing any extra time either.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're utilising time better, if anything, which is going to make us probably, with that added a little bits of exercise, probably make us more productive in the time we're not exercising to produce more time.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would get them training, of course. The training I would choose to do with every individual is resistance and weight training. Okay.
So I'll jump you in there. What's the reason for doing resistance training cardio? I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
But it's kind of what do you feel like?
Yeah. So as soon as you say we're taking someone who needs to get in better shape in 6 weeks, I'm thinking an overweight person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people on your program, where the content this is going to go, are people who are generally overweight. They're the people who come to myself and come to Luke. So let's look at. Let's say they start running 5 to 12 times the body weight through the ankle and knee joint every time that foot makes contact with the ground. The chance of them injuring themselves in the first few weeks are so high.
Massive, yeah.
So let's take that out of the equation, running to the side. Not a bad thing running, probably is for Mike, who we're going to have as our client at this point.
Yeah.
So we put that to the side. Impact sports, take them out. Squash, badminton, they don't need them at that point. The chance of injury, we want them doing things they enjoy, but at this point it probably isn't the best thing to do. We take resistance weight training, the chance of injury very minimal, especially if they're getting good coaching. What we're going to do, we're going to preserve muscle tissue. Okay, so generally the chances of the weight we're going to lose over those 6 weeks is going to be mostly body fat. We know when we're in a calorie deficit, we're always going to lose a percentage of fat, percentage of muscle, some water, some glycogen, which is just carbohydrate that sits in muscle basically. But we want to maximise how much that fat. Weight training is going to do that by preserving muscle tissue, so that then the whole day, not just in that exercise session, we're going to prioritise burning fat, hopefully. Okay. Also, we get all the other added benefits of weight resistance training. You know, delaying the onset of osteoporosis, moving better, functioning better. That makes walking easier. It means they can walk further. We then increase need because we can walk further because we're stronger and the body's more efficient. So there's so many reasons I would choose weight resistance training over anything else.
I like that.
I hope you agree.
I think more. No, I don't agree. Yeah, I think also it's enjoyment factor.
Massively.
I mean, if you're training someone one-to-one, do you really want to be standing by someone on a treadmill, going, keep going? Keep going. I mean, I can talk.
No, I think those personal trainers should be shot. I do. You know, I really do, and I would challenge them on that. In there, so I'm pointing in there, just our weight resistance training areas in there.
It's a nice facility as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it certainly is. And we can learn so much in there. We can look in there. We suddenly find out weaknesses as well, and we go, oh, suddenly someone's got weak hamstrings, and we can suddenly, you know, look at those weak hamstrings. Go, what exercises can we implement now to, you know, improve and increase the strength of those hamstrings? And those hamstrings could be the reason why they're struggling to walk as far or something like that. So we find weaknesses, we can improve them. There's so much enjoyment to be doing in that. And there's nothing better than pushing yourself with an exercise or specific exercises in the weights room and the feeling you get off the back of that. And
seeing the progression.
I mean, let's be honest, there's thousands, not hundreds, but thousands of exercises we can do at a gym. So you can find exercises that everyone enjoys. Whereas if it comes to cardio, we've got running, cycling, swimming. We've just got limited rowing machine. We've got these very limited factors. So yeah, that's definitely my approach. Is definitely to go into the weights. And
we're looking at most overweight people, and we're saying a lot of people can't run for 10 minutes, let alone a minute. Let alone 10 minutes. So
absolutely,
actually, weight training, you've got regular breaks. And that's the big thing that I always try and approach on, is like the weight training is so good because you can start from literally bog standard. You mentioned you have MS clients. You've got you said about
Paralympian. So who's got cerebral palsy.
Amazing. And you can grade that and you can change the plan. Stupid. If you've just got a treadmill. That's what you can do.
Exactly. And like Luke said, you can last longer in a weight session because it can be tailored to the individual. And not only that, in a weights room, we can work every muscle group in that session time, whether it's 45 minutes. Generally, we do our sessions here once people are up to that mark. We can work every muscle group to then get a good effect, you know, afterwards and for the X amount of hours afterwards in terms of the effect on the body, which is brilliant. Whereas, don't get me wrong, we get that when we're running and when we're rowing, but we don't get it to that same effect. So yeah, I 100% would say that. So so we go knee, look at the, you know, that side of things. We'd look at training, and I definitely would have them ideally training 3 to 4 times a week in the gym. So that's 3 to 4 hours maximum of work in the gym required. And then obviously we'd look at nutrition. Like we spoke about before. So if I had 6 weeks, that would be what I'd do with an individual. Because I think after 6 weeks they can then sustain that. I would never do anything that they can't sustain. Unless, weddings, holidays, we're always going to give that a little bit more. We're going to give that bit more. Even I do, and I want to sustain what I've got. Same as you, what we spoke about earlier. But of course, before a holiday, before I got married this year, I was always going to give a little bit more, naturally. But that's cool. But there's no point going, you know, giving 300% more. And then on the other side of it, it's all gone.
Go on holiday, go to Hawaii, and then bang, go back.
Exactly that. So that would be my 6-week plan.
Just to catch up, because you said about maximum four sessions a week. And your personal approaches, and that I agree with you. But that's you feel is the max amount of time that you feel you can get the best results. But it's about sustainability.
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. You know, we could go to the gym 6 days a week. I would never say 7 because we always need at least 1 rest day. But you can only train as hard as your body can recover. And that's the saying we use again here, is that there's no, if you're coming into the gym really fatigued and you're training 5 times a week, let's train 4 times a week then. Because otherwise you're going into sessions fatigued, you get nothing from them. You gain nothing, okay? You know, mentally you're not in the right place to go into it. Physically things hurt, you're not doing them well. The chances of injury are increased again. There'll be more stress on the body, which means tomorrow you wake up even more fatigued. Whereas most people, we find, can, maintain 3 to 4 sessions a week and recover from them. Yeah, athletes can train every day, twice a day, but they get to sleep in between those sessions. They don't have to work.
Yeah.
So we have to understand that we can't train like an athlete because we don't get to rest like an athlete.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned from triathlon. Days doing triathlon was that I tried to train like a pro athlete.
But you had to work in between.
But I was at uni and all that, and soon realised that I was absolutely, I just burnt out.
Yeah.
It's very hard to burn out. That's a hard thing to do. But I got to that point and I realised actually I'm an everyday person.
Yeah.
I'm not an athlete, so I need to train to my potential as an everyday person. And I think that's 3-4 weight resistance training sessions for most individuals.
I like that. Yeah. So, personal one, what's your favourite meal?
Favourite meal? Oh, yeah, good question. Pizza or
Right.
Mexican? I'm all into fajitas and all that Taco Bell sort of stuff. And then pizza, if I'm gonna, that would be definitely, 100%.
And you can still fit that in with your lifestyle?
Absolutely, of course you can.
And your clients can as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As soon as I get a food diary out with my clients, I'm like, there's no such thing as a bad food anymore. We don't see seafood as bad here.
Yeah.
We just try and get the balance right.
Yeah.
Get the percentages right.
Yeah. If your client, or a client, not say your client, because it's not picking on anyone, but say they weren't losing body fat, right?
Yeah.
They're not getting in shape,
Yeah.
but they're telling you everything.
Yeah.
They're doing everything by the book, and I've got on myself, right?
Yeah.
What was your advice then?
My advice then is probably to sit down with them.
Yeah.
So we've got a coffee machine here, so I'll make a coffee and say, look, we're going to chat today for the first 20 minutes of this session because there's something not right here.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a couple of things that could be going on. Either I've got it wrong, as in like I'm telling you to do the wrong things, but I've been doing this for 7.5 years, it's worked with lots of clients, we've got the right approach, I know my science, so probably not that.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to put myself out there and question myself.
Yeah.
I think that's important as a coach. The second thing is you're lying to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't, or you're not purposely lying, but you're not educated and understand what you're doing is harming yourself.
Yeah.
It's just a little, I just had a couple of them so I didn't put them down in my food diary.
Yeah.
That was a handful.
Yeah.
Which actually added to 200 calories.
Yeah.
Not the 2 and the 10 calories you thought it would have been.
Completely, yeah.
Or, number 3, there's some form of illness, disease, or something you've got, which means that even though you're doing all this, you're still not losing body fat. But the chances of that, I think, are 1 to 100,000 if you've got, a couple of these very rare disease illnesses that affect your metabolism. But there's basically no chance of that happening.
But a lot of people think they'll try and make that, they'll go number 3 first of all.
Suddenly they go number 3, I've got PCOS.
Yeah.
I think I've got PCOS. I think I've got a slow thyroid, or they'll throw these things out there because they've been on Google.
Yeah.
And can't blame the person for doing that.
Yeah.
Because their friend Mary's got that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they have, and they're almost looking for that excuse to say, oh, I struggle because of, when actually they're kidding themselves. They're lying to themselves, and unfortunately they're lying to me. And like I said, that may not be the person's fault. They might be doing it so unconsciously because they grabbed that handful of something at work that they've done every day for the last 3 years. It's a habit, but they don't write it down in their food diary. But that 200 calories every day adds up to 1,400 a week, which could be the difference between losing weight or not.
Yeah.
And we know that to lose a pound a week is 3,500 calories of a deficit you need to be in, generally, roughly, right? That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So for someone to lose a pound every week for 3 weeks is a huge thing.
Yeah.
People don't value that. If you lose 3 pounds in a week, it means you're probably in a deficit of 10,500 calories, which is ridiculous. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there myself, let alone make someone else go there.
Yeah.
So when someone loses 3 pounds in their first week with me, I'm like, okay, we could probably eat a little bit more if we feel we need to, because we don't need to go this quick. Yeah, okay, of course, the first week and a couple of weeks of someone dieting, there's always going to be body water and stuff that comes off, so yeah, these things happen. But we're asking a lot of the body, so we need to understand that.
So, last one.
Yeah.
Well, actually 2 more I'm going to go
Right.
with. Do you think slow and steady wins a race, or do you think the fast? You just mentioned about your what's short, because both of them work.
Yeah, of course they do, yeah.
What would be your personal opinion? What do you feel works best?
Slow and steady every day of the week.
Yeah.
Slow and steady works for most people, and science research shows that, our experience shows that. However, when a client first starts here, I'm all for them being, when you start here, they've just paid a lump sum for personal training, 18 weeks of personal training, whatever it might be. Those first 6 to 8 weeks, people are so motivated.
Yeah.
And I try my best to take advantage of that
Yeah.
and really push them in those first 6 to 8 weeks. but not to the point where it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But when they're in that mindset, it's good to take advantage because they're going to get to a really good place quickly, and then they can just tone it down. But they have to understand that they're doing a little bit more than maybe they need to.
And they can't do that for a long period of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, it comes down to education. There's nothing wrong with having a 6 to 8 week blast. There's times of the year, we run something called FCF 10, and we run it in the first part of the year, and we're running it at the moment up until end of November.
Yeah.
Okay. 10-week challenge between all our clients inter-house.
Yeah.
It's not against each other. They fill in a form which they send in to us. We've got 56 people on it this time, and they say exactly what they want to achieve in those 10 weeks, how they're going to do it, what's going to be their barriers, how they can get around those barriers. A lot of it's body composition based, so fat loss.
Yeah.
They fill it in, and that's free as long as they're a member of ours, and then we give out prizes at the end. So the girl who won this year went to Marbella with £500 voucher. Second person had a Bath Spa voucher. Third person got a load of Gym Pro clothing, our sponsor, so on and so forth. So we've got 10 prizes for this one. And we do them at those times of year because they're good times of the year to take advantage of.
Motivated.
Because people are more motivated, for one. And two, there's not so many social events. The summer's gone now, so people are focused on Christmas. Christmas is a long way away. October and November, people don't do much.
Yeah.
They might go on the odd city break, but they don't often go on 2-3 week holidays or barbecues, etc, etc. So we take advantage of that. And that's okay, but it means that when we finish FCF 10, I'm always quick to do a post say, guys, look, okay, we need to slow things down now.
Yeah.
Get back to normal, sustainable health and fitness, or your normal, sustainable routine.
Yeah.
So that's definitely my approach and my answer to that question.
And then the last one, your biggest tip. So, you've got someone sat on the sofa right now, or they're sat and they're saying, I've tried everything, it doesn't work. Give them 2 sentences, what do you think? Can you motivate people, kick them up the arse, get them to your facility, get them to, maybe online, whatever it's going to be, training, what would you say?
Don't lose hope. People lose motivation when they lose hope. You can achieve anything you want for one, and just because you haven't achieved it yet doesn't mean you can't get there. We scientifically and physically know you can get there.
Yeah.
So don't lose belief and hope for one. That would be my first thing straight away. And then find the right person for you. Luke's, got his academy online, which is going brilliantly, and he's helping people educate in the right manner. If you're looking for personal training, group training, in a closed environment where you can get very well educated, come to us. There's 2 great examples there.
Completely different things.
You need the right person, or the right people, or the right business, or whatever it might be, to guide you. But you certainly can't go into that as a last resort. It needs to be, no, I can do this, they can help me, we're going to do this. You need to not lose hope, because we can achieve that.
And what you said is like, I'm like Marmite, I'm quite loud, as you know, 100 miles an hour.
They know.
But people can either love that or they hate it.
Absolutely.
But I've got a load of people that love it, and I've got some people that wouldn't come to me, same as yourself.
Absolutely.
You said you like the one-to-one approach,
Yeah.
and you've got a load of people come to you, and there's other people who like group stuff. It's
Absolutely.
everybody's there for everyone.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing, it's like you said, good bit of advice, find something that suits them, find something you connect with.
Absolutely, we're very fortunate in this catchment area, which is Dorset, if you're not from Dorset here, is that, and if you're in Dorset, and there's 2 fantastic people there, but in that area we're very sport for choice, I think.
Yeah.
There's places in the UK that won't have this quality of coaching online and in face-to-face environments.
Definitely. Oh, thank you very much, mate. Anyway, appreciate
absolute
that.
pleasure.
Good to finally meet you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
See you guys soon.